What's up, and welcome to TV Table Sports Talk with KMaccTalks, the best sports show you've never heard of. Kyrie Irving has been traded to the Dallas Mavericks, and let's be honest, it completes maybe the worst defensive team in the league, but will they have enough offense to contend for a championship this year? Let's talk about it. All right, so Kyrie Irving has officially been traded to the Dallas Mavericks. I mean, I'm not shocked because of Mark Cuban will always go for a prize like this. Mark Cuban's about flashy things, big money things. He can spend the money. Of course, he has it. He's done enough shady Shark Tank deals. You know, how many businesses does he own parts in? I always think about that and wonder that. Can you even keep track with him? You must own like parts in fucking 50 plus businesses here. Like, how many of them make him money? I mean, I'm sure a bunch do. So whatever, he's got a ton of revenue streams, to say the least, so he can afford Kyrie Irving and his nonsense. But yeah, it's a shiny new toy, a shiny new brand name toy there. But I don't think it's the right fit. It sounds a lot like Russell Westbrook going to the LA Lakers is what I compare it to. That's what it sounds a lot like. A weapon that doesn't make sense, that's just added there because it's a brand name, a weapon like Russell Westbrook. It seems, great player, Russell Westbrook. Add him. Apparently you can't just add a great player to any team and he stays being a great player. It needs to be the right fit also. It just seems like you're plopping him in somewhere where you already have a ball-dominant guard in Luka Doncic. I mean, he does basically the same thing Kyrie Irving does. Now you got two of the same players that want to isolate one-on-one, do a bunch of moves and drive to the hoop or hit a jumper, fade away. Don't want to pass quite as much, but, we'll still get their assists. It just seems like, they both got to score 30 points or something. Not every night, but they're scorers. They're both scorers. They both want to be the stars, especially Kyrie. He just clearly couldn't get along with a superstar in Kevin Durant. What makes you think he's going to get along with a younger Kevin Durant? At least was his age or older than Kyrie. Sorry. And so Kevin Durant was an older, more respected star. Now he's going with a star that's younger. You think Kyrie's going to listen to Luka? And that's Luka's team. I mean, that's Luka. That's his team. He should be the leader of that team. And now you got a guy coming in who's not going to listen to you at all. Not at all. He's not listening to Luka, a young guy, a star. He's going to think it's his team. He controls it. How long till that falls apart there? The only thing is that people that could save them is that people thought Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum was a bad idea. They're like similar players. But really, they're kind of not. Jaylen Brown's turned more into like a guard type player, and Jason Tatum's turned to more of a strength forward, power forward almost player. So, and they both can shoot, though they are similar players. But I see them as more, willing to pass, and, especially Jaylen Brown will let Jason Tatum be the star all night if he wants to. They're more, gracious and, accommodating. Unselfish, that's what I was looking for. Kyrie is just, he's going to go there. He's just going to be, just like every team he's gone to, be like a virus, a menace that just comes in, and destroys. He's like COVID. He's just going to enter your body and just destroy you from the inside out. There you go. Kyrie COVID Irving. That's got a nice ring to it, too. Kyrie COVID. COVID's his middle name. And he is. He's that destructive to teams. He says already in his first press conference there that he wasn't, he felt just tolerated in Brooklyn, and he didn't want to be somewhere where he was just tolerated. He wanted to be somewhere where he's appreciated. Oh, yeah, you want to be somewhere where you're appreciated? It was a little tough to appreciate you when you don't appreciate the Jewish community. Maybe that's a reason. Who didn't feel appreciated? The Jewish community. They felt like you just tolerated them. I mean, are you serious? Obviously, yes, you were just tolerated and weren't really that welcome or appreciated. You tweeted a movie about anti-Semitism out, and whereas in the whole, when Kanye hating Jews and praising Hitler thing, you were in the middle of that also, like, supporting him, basically saying you also didn't like the Jewish community, and you never apologized when all the franchise did was ask for you to apologize. You never could just apologize, say you're sorry, and say, I'm not anti-Semitic, I'm not anti-Semitic. That's all we needed to hear, and you couldn't do that. You could just, I'm a free thinker, I'm a free speech. Well, that's why you were just tolerated, and you were a nuisance, a pet. You were a nuisance, a pest. Yeah, is the right word. You were a nuisance. If I get it, if you played every game, you don't even want to play every game. You just show up you want to play half the games and get paid all the money. You wanted a new $200 million contract, expected them to just give that to you when they don't know if you're going to play that half the time. They don't know if you're going to sit out, you're going to go to your cousin's wedding, or fucking, I was going to say your cousin's bar mitzvah, but clearly you're not going to go to that if that happened. And I doubt, let's hope you don't have a Jewish cousin. Make family reunions quite awkward. But, they don't know what you're going to leave for. If it is going to be a family reunion for a week, or you're going to be injured for half the season, or you're just not going to want to play, you're just going to want to stay home, or you're going to get some weird conspiracy theory, like you're going to think, the fucking stadium's flat or something, and, you're going to have to walk around and put sage there for hours. No one wants to deal with your stuff for just, you're a great player when you play. Yes, I was going to say for average, you're way above average. You're a great player when you play. One of the best ball handlers I've ever seen. I mean, you're insane. I will admit it. But it's just, is it worth it anymore at this point? You've won one championship. I mean, you're not like you're a perennial winner or anything. It's just not worth it anymore. And I see this blowing up in Dallas, especially with a kind of hothead manager like Mark Cuban. Even though he thinks this is a great acquisition, I think he's going to regret it. I give it a week till him and Luka bump heads in some way, shape, or form, or he doesn't show up for a game. He's going to want to get his money. And watch, Mark Cuban's going to give him the money because he can. He's going to give him the $200 million, whatever extension he's looking for. And then he's set. He's good. He's got you. And he's just going to start not showing up and having some weird reason why he can't show up and play. And all this side drama. And just play the game. You're blessed to be able to play every day. And you're talented at that. You were put your... it's not just shut up and play, but yeah, if you're going to spit anti-Semitism, just shut up and play. Well, if you're making $200 million, you should play every game. I'm sorry, you should play every game before you're paying that much. So we'll see what happens. Once again, it's like Russell Westbrook going to the Lakers. It's a great player, but the fit is not there. 2 ball-dominant scorers. Everyone says the same thing, so... you don't need to hear it repeated from me, but we'll see how I get along. Maybe you'll prove me wrong, and these 2 exact same players will switch up their style all of a sudden for one or the other. Let's see that happening. The older guy who's not going to respect the young guy, and the young guy who's trying to get the respect of the old guys, become a legend. It's just recipe for disaster in Dallas. I can't wait to watch if they ever even play together. Who knows at this point with Kyrie? Who knows? All right, guys. Thank you for watching TV Table Sports Talk with KMaccTalks. Stay tuned for another episode coming right up. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notifications bell so you don't miss any. Thanks again for subscribing, commenting, and liking. Thanks again for watching and supporting. Very much appreciate it. And as always, fuck Nick Wright.